Hello, Leo. Welcome to weekly reading. This is going to be for the week of the 24th going to the 30th of October. So let's have a little look together and see what's going on for you. I'm just going to apologize in advance because I'm using my microphone again, and I know some people didn't like it, but it's all I can do for now. You guys are going to have to just bear with me in the meantime until I can find a better way of doing these things. However, I'm going to jump straight into a reading and see what's going on for you guys, okay? Okay, Spirit for Leo. For Leo, please. Whoop. Okay, that's interesting. I was hearing ouch in my head as I was shuffling those, and I was going to mention it because I want to hold the mic when I'm doing this. And the cards coming out here, it does feel like an ouch, especially on the heart space. But let's have a little look and see what other cards are coming through, and then I'm just going to talk about it, okay? Okay, for Leo, thank you very much. Yeah, okay, this is making a lot of sense. Now I kind of feel, okay, let me pull the rest of the cards, sorry. Here, I'm coming. I can't stop speaking, it's my problem. All right, for Leo, current energy, please. Current energy, please. Okay, blockages for the week. Okay. All right, we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and I am going to mention that there is some issues in your relationships with people here. Doesn't have to just be love. It can be anything like platonic or with the company that you keep is what I'm hearing here. And it does feel like there's some issues here. Now, one thing I'm going to say is that there's a really important message here talking about jumping to conclusions, because I do see that there are a lot of you stuck in your head a little bit about situation because your heart is heavily involved in something, and I think that this is an issue, not an issue for you, but your heart space is a bit of an issue for you. Maybe there's a bit of a blockage in your heart chakra here, Leo. But you are being told to persevere in your relationships, to persevere in everything that you're doing currently in your life as well, because you are moving towards better things. But I'm seeing a blockage here to do with your relationships with people, because we have the Two of Cups in your blockage here. So this could be your current relationship, or again, a situation that you have with people, or it could be very general and talk about all of your relationships here, Leo. But we also have the Ace of Pentacles, which is in terms of your work. Now, this is a very abundant card, so it's almost like there's a blockage stopping your abundance. I think that there is just a little bit of an issue when it comes down to maybe making more money or building more skills, or solidifying something when it comes down to your stability. So this could be a home, and things like this, or even saving. Like there's something that you're trying to build that's being blocked here, and this could again be your relationships with people. Maybe you run away before it actually establishes into something, or you're attracting in people who seem to run away, before things are really invested. I'm gonna dive into this a little bit more for you, but let's talk about the oracle cards that we have coming out for you, Leo, because the first card we have is Woman Holding a Heart. Regardless of gender here, this is a very divine feminine energy, and it feels like maybe we're being blocked in terms of what we're receiving from people here, our ability to receive from people, or again our ability to accept compliments or help from people. We're feeling a bit uncomfortable with who we're giving our heart space to, and maybe there's an I think it's good to be overprotective of your heart space, but not in a sense of where you're not willing to let anything or anyone help you. We also have the storm warning coming through and the walking away. And this is where I was hearing the ouch coming through, because it does seem like, again, relationships, there is a little bit of that storm warning. Things are being shaken up for you in terms of your relationships. You're going to discover people's true colors. You're going to see who's really there for you, who you really want in your life. And if you're finding your relationships changing, then again, there is a lesson behind this. The number one lesson I am getting, I'm going to be very honest with you, Leo, if the roles are reversed, then take it as it is, but I'm going to say it as if it's you, because this is how it's coming up. If you're dealing with another fire sign, could be Leo, Sag, Aries, or an air sign is coming through, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But we do have, with this Queen of Wands in your current energy, the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords, and this does look like acting out of impulse here. because of things that we've kind of felt stuck in, you guys could really just want to release something because you're starting to feel trapped, you're starting to feel stuck in something. So this Knight of Swords, the way that we handle this may not be the best, or the things that we say may not be the best with the Knight of Swords, because it's very quick, it's very abrupt, it's very direct, and this can sometimes hurt people and hurt ourselves if it's not thought through properly. But it is in the end to free you from something that does seem to be keeping you stuck. And this could be your thoughts here. And in this case, I feel like maybe we should reach out to some people who could help us with this. Or again, step into your power here, Leo, with the Queen of Wands. This is a confident, warm, charismatic energy that you guys hold. Very beautiful energy around this time. The Queen of Wands is a really nice card to come up in your current energy because it speaks of the fact that you're looking very attractive and magnetic at this time. So that's a good positive. But it does feel like you're feeling stuck. You're feeling really stuck, and it's causing you to act impulsively, to cut people out, to say things you might not exactly mean, but in the moment that you do. To maybe get a bit triggered with the Knight of Swords, sorry. But this is because you feel so stuck that you're not just creating scenarios in your head. The Eight of Swords is sometimes we can really kind of create what they call a mountain out of a molehill sometimes because you're overthinking a situation where you're feeling trapped, and it's making you feel even more trapped and even more trapped, and then all of a sudden you burst. So just be careful of that, especially with the Queen of Wands, because she is a fiery energy. You guys are fiery signs. There is an explosion that could come from this, which is probably what the storm warning is about. If we're not healing our heart space, if we're not dealing with things correctly in our relationships, and it doesn't have to be you, this could again be someone else I'm speaking about. But if someone's not dealing with their heart space correctly, there's a fear of vulnerability here. So when you do make yourself vulnerable and don't get the feedback that you desire, it causes you to snap, or at least the person I'm reading for is causing them to snap. And potentially we have walking away as well here, because the blockage is really kind of good cards. And whenever that happens in the readings that I do, it suggests that this can happen. Two of Cups can happen. There could be a very good relationship in your surroundings, or there could be really good people around you, but because of this overthinking, because of this stuck energy that you feel in your life, which needs to be understood, and I'm going to try and find out where that's coming from, because it might not be coming from these relationships, it seems to be coming from somewhere else. It's blocking these things from coming towards you, okay? We also have perseverance coming through as your, I guess, motto of the week, which says, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And I think this is about self-belief. The Queen of Wands is, again, very confident, very charismatic. So maybe this is just saying that you do carry these capabilities here because you're feeling stuck in something, because you're not feeling very secure within yourself, which I'm going to clarify this. Eight of Swords, this is causing you to run away from situations that could actually be very good for you, including something in your work, or again something that is a project or a plan that you've already been working on here. It's making you doubt it, and it's making you doubt your connections with people. The good thing is we have the Between Worlds card coming through, which is about aligning yourself more to your true authentic self. As you can see with this flamingo energy, we're moving away from that darkness, that despair, the clouded judgments here, the uncertainty, and again not feeling good about yourself, into walking into where you have all this color and you're wearing this crown and a celebration and things look a lot better in your surroundings. So you're starting to attract in better things, but it's because you're trying to unstick yourself, and to have more confidence. So let's find out what this Eight of Swords is about. It's a Knight of Swords energy, so this could again be someone else that you're freeing from their mind. King of Swords energy, air energy, but this could also be a very logical side of you where you're currently in an overthinking state, because the swords elements in tarot represent again your thought process, is information, is very logical things, very straightforward, very direct. So maybe you have a lot of responsibilities you're having to attend to, you're having to be in a very masculine energy, which the masculine energy of course is about action taking. It's very Mars ruled, so action, discipline, etc, etc. Maybe these are things that are overwhelming you. Maybe there is something that people have said to you in the past. Again, air sign energy coming through, just very people who are very detached from their emotions here. Now Leo, you guys rule the heart space, so this is where you're best suited. So when you're listening to people who are very detached from their heart space, this, I think that you're acting out of character because of this, but you're starting to, again, get back into who you are. But it does feel like it's the opinions of these people that have caused you to, not caused you to be like this, but again, made you stuck here. Clarify this 8 of Swords. Okay, so we actually have someone specific coming through. This is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but this is a past energy. Maybe how someone treated you in the end of this, because this is interesting. This nostalgic energy with the 6 of Cups, the good memories, the good times, is coming with the King of Cups, which is someone who's very in touch with their emotions, someone who's very loving, very, very, I'm getting cuddly. And again, that email, this person may have been very like, you know, soft-hearted, very attentive to your emotions. This person understood you in this level. But because we have the we have the Tower card coming through, it feels like you saw a very different side to this person. I do still think that maybe you don't realize what this person has said to you is still lingering. And I feel like this is still like you're untrapping yourself. Again, I can't speak today, guys, but this is coming from you to almost free this 8 of Swords, to cut away what's keeping you restricted or stuck on someone's words, what someone said, how someone's dealing with things, dealt with things. The Death card. So this is really over, by the way. And there's almost like a transformation that's delayed, that should have happened back here, but we got a bit stuck in this. It's almost like we have to literally look at something truthfully. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Maybe there was a lack of closure here. I feel like it happened very quickly when someone left. 8 of Cups, Page of Wands. Maybe it was dealt with maybe immaturely, or again, there's a lack of closure here, which is why this has been on your mind. Hanged Man, Piscean energy. It's almost like someone left and someone couldn't do anything about it. This is the dynamic that I'm getting here with the Knight of Swords. And again, that stuck energy with the Hanged Man. Now, the good thing with the Hanged Man is that there was some enlightenment here. And with this Knight of Swords, as we're clarifying that, some sort of truth has come through. Maybe from you, again. Maybe this is why we're revising. We could be communicating with this person here. And again, I get a cold energy from them. But this, if you're getting closure, again, just be careful of this. I feel like some of you may have already tried to speak to this person, but they're so up in their head about this, it's best to be left unsaid. Because if this is them here, they're almost not wanting to look at it. And if you've messaged them a few times, or if you spoke to them a few times, they're not looking at it. Sorry, my chat's really making these noises here. I feel like Sugar, what can you do? What can you do? All right. So there's 2 of Cups here. Okay. This is interesting. We could be attracting in an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is about your connections with people. I think you're becoming more grounded in your connections with people because you're realizing where all this trauma is coming from and you're freeing yourself from it. So this is ultimately really good. Again, your connections with people is actually going to really help you ground yourself when it comes down to your finances or your stability in life as well, because for some reason it's really coming in that maybe you've lacked a lot of solid people being around you. You've dealt with a few trickster energy. This is very manipulative energy, or again, people out for their own gain, people who paint a picture of themselves and end up kind of disappointing you. I do see a new beginning coming through, again, either with an earth sign, or you're taking on a very stable approach in relationships. Very loyal energies coming towards you, which is very nice. And this is where this new beginning is coming through. So new people will be entering your life here, Leo. It's like a new chapter for you, technically, with the wild card. The way that you deal with things is also going to be very, very grounded, like very, very caring, nurturing, just like the Queen of Pentacles is. But you're not getting off your throne for people anymore, and maybe in the past you did. You're understanding boundaries, which is nice. Clarify the 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, there may have definitely been some difficulty in terms of work here. Some of you might have been like laid off here. There definitely feels like when it comes down to your finances, there has been a little bit, I'm going to call it trauma. A little bit of like disappointments here, a lot of air energy coming through here again. So this may also be something that has kept you stuck in the past, as we were mentioning before. But to clarify the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Tower, Queen of Swords as well. Oh my goodness. I think you have to place some boundaries with yourself or others in terms of your money and investments here. Five of Swords, maybe you have to pull out or something as well. That maybe you had something invested in. Maybe you made a loss of some kind in your money, but with the Four of Swords, we're dealing with it. We're having to heal from it. We're recovering maybe from a financial loss. Queen of Swords, there's a valid lesson here with the Six of Swords that you're moving forward into, which seems like where you're putting your money and finances, or who you're giving it to, or who you're dedicating all this time and energy towards, okay? This is what's changing, but that feels like, well, it was a big problem for you, huh? Maybe someone may have stolen from you here. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, very strong healing energy when it comes down to your work, which is nice. So these blockages are going to be removed from you. I think you're being more careful with your finances, which is good. You're not being stingy, but you are being more careful with where you're spending it, which I think is a good plan for you, because it will double up very quickly, but it takes a little bit of sacrifice. The Star card, this is good. Healing this area of your life, which seems good here. Okay. So in the end, you are really clearing up the blockages and understanding what they are. And I do see that you're walking away from something here. For Leo. We have Boot. This says, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. This is coming through with happiness as well. So if it's happiness that you're wanting, we're going to have to really put some structure in place when it comes down to it. And again, change the way that we're dealing with things here. We have family sorrow coming through with a weeping willow. Let me just clarify that. And since a sincere wish will be granted here. So it feels like if there has been any struggles in the family, or again, this could even be family watching you and feeling quite sorry for you and upset about the things that have been happening. We have a sincere wish will be granted here. So this does look good. This does look like there'll be an end of sorrow here. And we have, you are on the road to success with the mountain road, so good. This is nice. I think there may have been, again, a loss here, but you are stepping it up now. You're choosing to be, in control of your own happiness, and this is causing you to, again, be more stable in relationships and be more, have more boundaries when it comes down to these things as well, okay? So Leo, that's what I have for you. I wish you all the best, guys. If you enjoyed that, personal readings are linked down below. We also have a giveaway on my Instagram page, so make sure to check that out if you want some merch and a free reading from me. I'm probably going to be doing more as the end of the year is approaching, so keep an eye out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you turn a notification button on it if you would like to be notified when I post. And I hope to see you guys next time.